What is up, guys? I'm so excited to show you this system. This has been an extremely long time coming. It took me quite a while to put the system together, and yeah, it's so valuable. So in case you didn't see by the title, this is an IG research system. So basically it analyzes my Instagram Reels, and then it's also going to analyze my competitors' Instagram Reels, and then it will update that inside of a Google Sheet and then give me a full email report. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like right now. So this is what the report email looks like. You can change this however you'd like, but basically it's just a breakdown of what works, what my competitors or other people in my niche were doing. And yeah, that's the report there. And then our Google Sheet here, basically kind of the same thing. It just logs that information into here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this build. This is extremely useful for any creators or any coaches that are, out there. I keep looking at my camera over here. I forgot it's right here. But yeah, it's extremely useful for any creators or coaches or anybody like that. So this is going to be a decent length video, so buckle up. Get ready to follow along step by step if you want to copy the system for yourself. So yeah, we're going to start with a schedule trigger. So I'm basically just going to build out this entire system right here. I'm going to drag these down. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with our schedule trigger. Don't want to do any more talking. We're just going to get right into it. This can run whenever you'd like. You could have it run, like once a week on Sunday or whenever you want. We're just going to have it do that, run once a week on Sunday. And then after our schedule, we're going to have workflow configuration. So this is going to be an edit fields or set node. Basically, it's just going to have your email, so it can send it to the proper email. Google Sheet ID, so you're going to create a Google Sheet, which I'll get into that in a second. And then also your Instagram username. So we're just going to add in a edit fields or set node. And then we're going to add in those three values. So it's going to be your email, and then your username, and then your Google Sheet ID, just like that, just like I said. So we're going to copy these in here. And then just type in, your username or your client's username if you're a coach or whatever. Then we're going to also put this in here. And I'm just going to type in my personal email. And then I believe this was Google Sheet ID. And then we're just going to copy that. I'll show you guys how to build that in a second. Then we're going to have another edit field or set node. So what this one is going to do is it's going to set your username. So it's basically just going to turn that into a value to get ready for the rest of the system. So we're just going to copy this one down here. And then, yeah. And then we're going to have to change this as well to match our first node here, but we'll get into that later. You guys are going to see that I'm going to lay out the build and obviously build it step by step and then run through it at the end when we're testing it, and that's when you're going to have to change these values because it's going to be different from up top. But yeah, next we're going to add in a Google Sheets node. And basically what this is going to do is it's going to clear any previous data. So like we have here, it runs weekly, right? So we want it to clear the data from last week on the sheet, so then it can replace it with the up-to-date data. So this is going to be appender. No, sorry. It's not going to be that one. It's going to be clear. I don't know why I put in the other one, but it's going to be clear. So click the plus, sheets, and then clear sheet. And then I'm just going to choose I'm just going to choose our sheet here. So it's going to be comp research, and then the sheet is going to be my reels. So that's going to clear out my reels. And then we're going to add in, this is the fun part, maybe the difficult part for some people, but it's honestly pretty straightforward. So this is going to use Apify to scrape our reels and our competitors' reels down the line, but this one is going to be to scrape our reels or my reels. So you're just going to click Apify, and then you're going to connect your Apify. If you guys don't know what Apify is, it basically is a tool that can run different actors, and then it will scrape whatever. There's so many different use cases for Apify, like here, Google Map Scraper, website content crawler, TikTok, e-commerce, Facebook, whatever. You can use this so much. I made an account for the free plan just to show you guys that you can use this for free. You can build this for basically free. So yeah. So the actor that we're gonna use is the Instagram Reel Scraper. So we're gonna take that one, and then that's the one that we're going to select from our list here. So Instagram Reel Scraper, and then our JSON, we're just gonna copy this. So basically this just limits the results to 20, and then it's also going to pass through our username to make sure that it's scraping our username, obviously. So yeah, now this should be functioning properly. For the key connection, you're just gonna grab your key from Apify. You're just gonna click on it and then grab your API key, and then you're going to paste that into there, and then it should be functioning properly. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. Pretty straightforward. Next, we're gonna add in a code node. Again, don't freak out with this. You don't have to actually code. You're just gonna, copy this from me or get it from ChatGPT or whatever. But basically, what this is gonna do is it's just going to extract the reels, and then it's going to filter the last 3 posts. So we're gonna copy this in, and then we're going to add in another code node. And this is going to be the one that filters for the last 3 posts. So we're going to delete all this. And then we're going to go ahead and copy this. If you guys want all of this stuff to just copy and steal from me, like you can just copy and paste this entire workflow. Just check the description, check the comments, it'll be in there. But yeah, so we're just going to copy this into here. And now what this is going to do is going to extract our reels, and then it's going to filter the last 3. And now we're going to sort by views descending. So we're going to grab this. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to, well, exactly as it says, sort through our reels. So we're just going to copy this and paste this in here. And then we're going to connect that into here. So yeah, that's how you're going to set up this one. Again, pretty straightforward. It's going to be your sort node, and if you guys can see that, you can't see that. Hold on. So yeah, it's just going to be your sort node here. But then we're going to connect our sort node, and we're going to have it limit to top 10. So you guys can't see that again. Sorry. So you're going to limit that to the top 10 results there. So we're just going to add in that, connect that, and then we're going to type in 10 right there. And yeah. So now we have that put together. And now finally we're getting into the AI part. So we're going to connect our very first of 3 AI agents with our structured output parser here. So this is basically just going to analyze my personal or your client's personal real performance. So we're just going to go ahead and connect an AI agent. I feel like I say we're going to go ahead too much. Whatever. So we're going to go ahead and add in our AI agent there. And then we're going to have the prompt just be the JSON from before. So we're going to copy this, and then you're going to change this from connected chat trigger node to define below, and then paste that in. And then we're also going to add in a system message here, as well as click this to enable that. Then we're just going to copy our system message here. Again, if you guys want all of these prompts and everything, just check the description. It'll be in there. But yeah, so we're going to copy this system message in. And then we're also going to connect OpenAI. So, sorry. So we're going to connect OpenAI. Another thing that you guys could do is connect OpenRouter, and basically that will let you use some models for free. But I just use OpenAI for myself and my clients, so that's just the most simple for me. So I'm going to connect that, and now we have our AI agent actually connected to our chat model. And then we're also going to input our structured output here. So we're just going to copy this. If you guys want to screenshot and copy this, feel free. Then we're going to connect our structured output here. Boom. Copy, paste this in, and then we're also going to select autofix format and customize retry prompt. We can just leave that, whatever. Don't have to worry about that right now. We'll worry about that later. But so basically, if this breaks, it's going to fix it for us. So we're just going to connect that to our chat model again. And now we have our first AI agent set up. And from here, we're going to go into 3 different Google Sheets nodes. So as you can see from this, it's going to update with our real performance, and then it's going to clear the competitor real sheet, and then it's also going to grab our competitor list. So this is how your sheet is going to be set up. Name it whatever you want, obviously, but you're going to have 3 tabs down here, and this is going to be for your reels, where it scrapes and gives you an analysis on your reels, and then your competitors' reels, same thing there. And then your competitors, I just pasted 3 inside of this niche. Jason Cooperson, he actually inspired me on this build a little bit. His was a bit different. I built this from scratch, obviously, but yeah. So, anyways, Jason Cooperson, Brody Automates, and Bennett. And you guys are watching this video. Shout out to you guys. You guys make good stuff. But yeah, whatever. So those are the 3 that I'm gonna have. And that's how you're going to set up your Google Sheet. So now we're going to start by adding in our append or update row and sheet here. So again, just type in Sheets, Google Sheets, and then append or update row. And then we're going to select our document again. So we're just going to select Comp Research and then My Reels. And this is going to update, the sheet with the Your Reels tab. And we're going to do all of this. I have to clean this up a little bit, but yeah, so basically this is going to be all the values that you're going to input. I'm just going to copy this down here so I don't bore you guys with, adding in all of those values, but yeah, I don't want to, take up too much time. We're already at 12 minutes. So this is how it's going to look. So the real column to match on, that doesn't really matter too much. I'll just put the URL. And then we're going to map each column manually. And you can input all, I kind of messed up on this, but whatever. You can input all of the different columns. So in this case, it's going to be the real URL. And then it's going to be views, likes, comments, and hook. And that's good there. If you guys want to screenshot this so you have it to remember, go ahead. But yeah, now we're going to add in another clear. So this is going to clear the competitor reel sheet, so we can add in the updated values there. So this is going to be the same thing as before, except we're just going to select competitor reels here instead of my reels. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this down. And then we're going to connect that. Now that should be working. And now we're going to get the competitor list here. This is very straightforward. It's just going to be get instead of clear or append or update row like we had before. And then same sheet and competitors. So you can see I had these 3 here. But yeah. So we're going to copy this one. And then we're going to paste it, bring it down here. And now we're going to limit to top 5 competitors. This is just in case you start adding more in. We don't really have to worry about that right now, but it isn't, hurting anything. So it doesn't really matter that much. So we'll just throw it in. We're going to make that 5. Again, doesn't apply for us right now, but it could in the future. All right, now this code node is important. So we're going to add in another code node. And then again, if you guys just want a screenshot, you could go ahead and feel free. Boom. Now we have that in here. I'm going to leave that up for a second so you guys could grab it. But yeah, this is extremely important. This is going to get us ready to send to our second Apify actor to scrape our competitors' reels. So we're just going to drag that. I'll just keep building in this sequence here. So same thing as before, run an actor, Instagram reel scraper. But now this time the JSON is going to be different. So we're going to copy this and then we're going to grab that. Basically the same, except it is competitor instead of my username now. So now we have that set up. Same thing as before. That should be working good now. And then again, 2 code nodes after, extract, and then we're going to filter last 5 instead of last 3. But another code node. What's up, guys? Sorry for interrupting the video, but I just wanted to show you where you can grab the systems, this system specifically, the IG Research one, and then a ton others. So if you just click the link in the description or in my bio, you're going to see all of these different systems, which we rotate weekly, and then also my own custom directory. So this includes a bunch of different systems, downloads obviously, and then a bunch of different AI selling guides that come with them. Another thing that we're recently about to add is the system Forge here. I'm so excited about this. Basically, you can see here, system idea, and then your target buyer, and then you can choose license, done for you, SaaS, internal, etc. There's other things that you can choose, and then you can define your constraints, and then all you have to do is scroll down and click execute build, and now this will start coding out a N8N system for you in the format of JSON, obviously, and then you download it or you copy and paste it directly into your N8N instance, and you can see goes through the pipeline, the status of building the system, all of that just looks great, gives you everything that you need. It codes it right in front of you so you can see everything going on. And then also when it's done coding, which you'll see in a second, it opens up in the internal documents here. So it gives you like the architecture of it, how you can monetize it, everything like that. So you can see it generated successfully, monetization, how you can position it and angle it, who is it not for, all these different selling guides. So now off of one click, you have a system that you can copy directly into N8N, as well as a bunch of different guides on how you can sell and position your system. Again, this is all in the link in the description if you're interested in this. If not, totally cool. Keep watching the video and I'll teach you how to build it step by step. But yeah, extremely valuable, all these different systems. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video and I hope you guys are able to get the system working regardless. Boom. I'm gonna have to copy that in there anyways. So again, we're extracting here and then we're going to filter on the next one. Second, boom, boom, boom. Grab this and I'll open this up so you guys can see it. All right, and then we're going to copy this. I don't know if I already did, but we'll do it again. And bring it down here. Boom, now we have that set up. Perfect. Now we're going to sort again by views. So it's going to be the same thing as the previous one. It's going to be sort and then video view count descending. I don't know if I did that here. All right, yeah, so that's good. So it's going to be the same exact thing. So I'm just going to copy this here and then bring it over. All right. Now after that, we're going to add in our limit to top 5 reels. So you can see it kind of gets not competitive. Oh, it gets repetitive here. And then we're going to add in our AI agent again. But just stick with me till the end and we'll obviously see it run and get the result. I believe it, did I say 10? No, we're going to do top 5 reels here. Not 565. All right. Now, finally, we're going to connect it to our second of AI agent. Our second AI agent. Same process as before, defined below. And then we're going to copy this from here. Just again, the same thing. Let's drag this down. Paste this in there. Switch to expression. Good. Again, require specific output format. And then we're going to paste our system message again. Again, if you guys want this, just check the description. It'll be in there. Just a copy and paste. But yeah, now we have this here. So this is set up properly. We just need to connect our structured output. And we'll copy that as well. And then the same thing as before, we're going to connect our ChatGPT OpenAI model there. All right, OpenAI, select your model. And then same thing as before, turn on that, and connect it. All right, now our second AI agent is set up properly, and we're going to connect it to our Google Sheet to store our competitor Reels data. So this is more or less how this is going to look. Again, we're going to have to switch this, just letting you guys know that. But the values is going to be the same. I have to remove, that was not ideal. That was not supposed to happen. I fixed it with all of the ones that I just accidentally deleted. But yeah, that's what this is going to look like. So it's just going to be connecting your columns with your values inside of N8N. So we'll just copy that and then we'll paste it. This is all relying on that structured output parser here to make sure it's getting passed through cleanly. But yeah, then we're going to grab all my real data again and then get all the competitor real data again. And then we're going to combine all of that together, sort by views, set the report date, and then we're going to aggregate all that data, send it to our final AI agent, and then finally send our report. So get all my reels, it's going to be, again, operation is get, and then the sheet ID is going to be changed again, and my reels. So copy this. If you guys have any questions or like think I'm going too fast, put that in the comments. I'll help you guys out. But yeah, then same thing, same process here, except it's going to be competitor reels instead of my reels. So copy this. Don't know why it's up there. Connect it, and then use our code node here to combine all the real data together. This is a very simple one. You guys could take that. So we're going to add in our code. Yeah, so we're going to copy our code. We're going to paste our code into there, and then we're going to sort by views again. Same exact process as the last two. Yeah, so now that's set up. All the repetitiveness is basically done. All we have to do is now add in another edit fields or set node. Add our value here. And what this is going to do is it's just going to set the date for the report. So the date and then the week. We're just going to copy these. I'll copy this. This is essentially just letting N8N know what time it is, because, you know, there's some issues with AI sometimes. I think it was report date. Yeah, and then report week as well. And then that should be set up good. All right, we got that put together. Now we're going to aggregate all that data together. This is what that is going to look like. So we're just going to add that in here. Aggregate and all items into a single list. Boom, perfect. Did not mean to do that. And then we're going to add in our final AI agent here. This is the most simple one yet. What this is going to do is it's just going to generate the content strategy and analysis to email the report to us. Also, if you're a coach or creator and you've made it this far, you could also set this up to send to Discord. So, like if you want to send, you know, a report weekly to your Discord, if you guys are all in this, like if you're a fitness coach or whatever and you have a community or a mentorship, you could set this up to send in your Discord or your community weekly, daily, whatever you'd like. It costs about 50 cents per run, I think. So, yeah, obviously requires a little bit more setup, but it could be done and extremely useful if you're in that position. So, boom, let's add in our AI agent now. I don't know why I just said boom like that, but that's all right. So define below, and then take this, same thing, And then again, our system message, make sure we turn that on. And the difference, this one, we're not going to require a specific output format. We're going to include that in the system message, I believe, is what we end up doing. So, boom. Again, if you guys want all of these prompts, the whole thing, you can literally just copy this and then import it here if you guys want to. So go in the description if you want that, as well as 500 others that you could do. But yeah, so we're going to copy the system message in. Connect OpenAI for the last time. Select our model. And then we're going to add in one final code node before the end. So boom, code. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to set up the HTML to format it properly for the email report to be sent. So that's why you saw, it looked pretty nice when I showed you at the beginning of the video. That's because of this node here. This one is going to be kind of difficult for you guys to copy, but again, it's all in the description anyways. Yeah, basically it's just setting up the HTML. I don't have to show you guys the whole thing. So we should have that copied now, and then we're going to paste it in here. Finally, our last node of this whole long string of system is going to be our Gmail node here. Send a message. And then whatever Gmail account you want, that's straightforward. N8N tells you how to connect your Gmail account. But this is going to be from our second node, I believe, our workflow configuration. Again, we're going to have to adjust that, but it's fine. So 2, and then our subject is going to be here. Basically just the, performance report and then the date. And now since we have our code node before this, all we have to do is paste JSON HTML, and that gives us the full report formatted properly. So now, after almost half an hour of this, we have our system put together. I'll go ahead and drag it down just to separate it. But yeah, these are the same systems here. We just got that built. Drag these down. So yeah, I know you guys don't want to waste any more time, so I'm just going to go ahead and run it and then fix that value, and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, you can see our system has finally finished, so let's go check out the result. All right, you can see it updated our competitor sheet here. Let's go ahead and check out the report as well. So it also sent a new one. You can see report date January 11th. Again, gets our links here, all the data we need. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty successful build here. We did that in about 40 minutes. So yeah, if you guys want this full system so you can just import it directly into your N8N and you don't have to build it yourself, just check the description and or the comments. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you're a coach or a creator and you're looking to implement this, also check down in the description. I have something for you. But yeah, very useful workflow that took me a long time to build, a lot of trial and error that took place. So I'm happy to share it with you guys. And yeah, as always, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and have a good one, guys.